My name's Alan. I'm the owner of Just Dropped In Records in Coventry, Fargo Village. We sell new and second-hand records, as well as doing occasional venue for live music. So I get introduced by the family, and then as you grow older, you go your own way, and I'm just listening to the radio, listening to John Peel was a huge influence on me. How long I've had the shop? I've had the shop for just over 5 years now. Started in the small container, then moved across the way, and then a year ago moved into this larger unit so that we could do more live gigs and more in-store performances. How do I keep up with vinyl tastes and what's going on within the market? It's shifting and changing all the time. When I first opened the shop, it was definitely more driven by radio playlists, but now the key driver is things like TikTok. You can see a notable change in demand for records almost overnight, depending on what's trending. The most requested vinyl in the shop, it's as time has gone on, has kind of aligned with what the streaming numbers are. So the biggest selling artist in the stores is really something like Taylor Swift, which I think in the US now represents 4% of the entire market, and even someone like Weeknd as well. So those two lead the streaming numbers, and now they're also leading the vinyl sales as well. My favourite record of all time is an album by the Modern Lovers, which is an album that came out in the 1970s, and I still love that album. Favourite single, I've got all sorts of different favourite singles, but I always come back to Trini Lopez. Yes, how do I decide what vinyl we stock? Well, I think there's a number of different criteria. So the first thing is there a market for it? That's the first thing. So clearly if tastes have changed and time has rolled on and there isn't a market for that record, then we won't get it in. And then there's just the passion. So either myself or somebody of the team like Alex, if we love a record, then we'll get it in. Even if it commercially might not make sense to get it in, we'll get it in because we can champion it and we'll feel confident that we can talk about it. And if we don't sell it, then we don't mind having our favourite record sitting on the shelves. So what do I prefer as far as physical or digital? Well, I think there's room for everything, and there's room for other things as well, like cassettes, CDs, vinyl, and streaming. Streaming is a fantastic way of finding new music. Buying physical is one way of making sure that the artist does get that reward for the work that they've done. And also it's something that you can keep forever, so it's not at there from the streaming company or from the record company, because at some point you might not have access to that. So if you've got the record, you've potentially got that record for the rest of your life. Yeah, so some more details about the shop. We're open every day of the week, a little bit longer on Fridays and Saturdays and around the weekends. We put live shows on, but we just welcome everybody to come in. You don't have to buy a record, you can come in, hang out, have a look around. We sell some t-shirts as well, but it's more being part of the music community. And as far as social media, yeah, we just look for Just Dropped In under Instagram, Twitter, X, or whatever it's called. There's a bunch of other stuff as well. We've got a website, we've got some cool stuff on, but most stuff is here in the store. So the best way to see the store is to come in and have a look-see.